Okay, so I'm going to use just regular pump jack back here. I'm going to set it up right on the pan of the transmission, and I'll go ahead and jack this up. Just a little bit off the ground so these wheelies are free. And it is a 16 millimeter socket. Got my 1/2 inch impact done. You can do this by hand, but if you do this by hand, you do want to take these and break them loose while it's on the ground. Okay. I'll go ahead and lay that out of the way. Oh, our little dust cap came off. We don't want that. So as far as installing this, well, it's fairly straightforward. This one, instead of having lug bolts, has lug studs. That's okay. They both work the same way. I'll go ahead and line this up so the pattern, as you can see, the hub face is actually not that far off at all. In fact, it's within a 1/4 inch or so, I would say. And I'm going to take my 16. Sometimes, depending on the manufacturer, it can be a little snug to get the socket in there. You might have to use a non-impact socket. I'm going to try it with this. Is it working? So let me go get a non-impact 16, and that's going to be a thinner wall than the impact socket. Allows us to get in there a little easier. When you get this started, you don't want to tighten this thing all the way down, or it might get a little offset. So I recommend starting all of them, then you can go around and tighten this up as needed. And that's it. It's not that difficult at all, is it? So there's my 2-inch spacers. Now when that wheel sits on, it's going to stick out a little bit farther from the body of this thing, but it's going to give it a much more aggressive stance, and that's going to give it extra stability. In fact, I'll go ahead and take a picture before I take the other side off and before I switch the tire over to ag tire, just to show you just how much this thing's going to be sticking out and how much of an improvement that's going to make on the stability of this vehicle. Okay? Alright, sometimes the best laid plans don't work out, so apparently I wasn't recording or lost files. I don't know, you know, cameras are finicky beasts. But here it is, it's all finished up. You can see the tires are now offset that full 2 inches. That wider stance is what you want, especially if you're working on steep inclines and slopes like I have here at our farm. And so giving it that wider stance, I've created more stability. It looks good, it's functional, and it was really inexpensive. The wheel spacers themselves, they're the same spacers that fit a Jeep Cherokee, for those of you who are looking online to find which ones would fit. Now these spacers will also work on Kubota BX series tractors, so that's kind of another thing. I know Brotec sells ones that are like $200 or $300, which is a giant ripoff, by the way, Brotec, but you can get the same thing on Amazon for about $29.99 with free shipping, and I recommend you do that instead. At Jeep Grand Cherokee or Jeep Cherokee. It's the same wheel pattern. So there it is. If you have any questions about this, or just questions in general about what you can and can't do with garden tractor, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll see you next time. Take care.